Alrighty, so this is going to be a reading for my Libras. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is going to be a look at March 2021, and we're going to try to get as detailed as possible. We're going to basically do it like this. We're going to first look at just general energy around you and general things that you may need to have a heads up on first. Then we're going to look at money and career, then spiritual guidance, and then at the end we're going to look at love. And that is on purpose because some people just don't really want to care to know about love. So if that's specifically what you want to know about, I would just skip ahead and look at love from there. But let's go ahead and get straight into it. If you are new here, welcome. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell if you want to see more of my readings. And if you would like a personal, check out the description box for my website. All right, Libras, what is the general energy that they need to be aware of from March 2021? So we have garden. It says something lovely will grow from this, starting out. So with this is making sure you understand that, yes, you guys may be going through this uprooting situation as of right now, in March 2021, and even beforehand, before coming into March. But understand that with this uprooting, you have to uproot old dead plants to make way for new plants, for new opportunities for growth. And with this is making sure you understand that even though the circumstances may be a little hazy, something beautiful is going to grow from the current circumstance that you may be in, excuse me. Now, listen to this. It says either we sit around and dwell on our pain or we learn how to grow something lovely out of it. Ready or not, it's time for the next chapter of your life. Do the thing you feel you most need to do in order to aid in your healing. Even if it feels selfish, sometimes it needs to be a little bit selfish, in order for it to work in the long run. Worry about focusing on you now. And this is important. Some of you guys, you care way too much about other people and what they have going on, but it's time to put yourself as a main priority, finally, okay? And then the other card I want to discuss is the Castle. It says it's time for healing, not war. So with this card, there's a need for you to put an emphasis on your personal healing and not harboring onto these feelings of anger, wanting to, fight or, get back at someone, revenge. Like, this is not clinging onto that. And not saying that you guys are, but this is making sure with anybody who has done anything recently, messed up to you, or even in the month of March, if somebody is to, come out and you find out that they've done some, disgusting things, make sure you're not attaching yourself to the vibration of anger, but more on healing. Now, with this card, it says, don't burn something down to the ground unless you have a plan to build something better in its place. But it's too late for that, isn't it? You got angry, you pointed fingers, you called for war, and war was exactly what you got. Now that it's time for healing and reparations, what's your plan? You need to take the same initiative and determination you had when this started and figure it out. Never neglect your intuition. So for some of you as well, if there's been like some arguments, or if there is some arguments in the month of March, understand that now the only thing you can do to move beyond that is to figure out how you can heal the situation personally for you, or just healing yourself in the process. Now, the last card I want to talk about from these sets, we have Library, and it says take control of your own narrative. So with this is understanding the story that you're telling, the story that you subscribe to. You have all that power. And in the month of March, it's going to be your job to make sure that you're controlling your own narrative in terms of what you think about yourself, or what you allow yourself to think about yourself. Okay. Now it says someone is trying to call the shots in your life. They think that they can waltz in and control your every move. You need to say no to their manipulation. It might seem tempting to relinquish control, but if you give someone else power over your narrative, chaos will ensue, and it will be in their favor, not yours. The story inside of you will make you a library on the verge of bursting, but only if you're the one to pick up the pen. And this is another thing. This is making sure in the month of March, you're not allowing anybody to try to control you or even try to control the narrative in regards to your own story. Okay? Interesting. Now let's go ahead and look at money, career, finances. So what's the energy surrounding my Libra's career and finances for March 2021? Libra's career and finances for March 2021. So we have the Two of Cups. I keep forgetting to show you guys the cards. The Emperor, the King of Pentacles, the Death card, and one more, the Six of Cups. Okay. So when it comes to career and finances, Libras, so a main thing that may be affecting your energy or your ability to dedicate your energy to your career, maybe like your personal life. So some of you, like your personal life may be affecting just your energy overall. And this could be either pushing you into this, like, I'm motivated, I'm going to get on top of my responsibilities, I'm going to do what I need to do. Or it may make you kind of take the back seat. So again, you kind of choose the story that you subscribe to. But with the Emperor, this is you guys actually, for the majority of you, this is you getting on top of your stuff. This is you getting really empowered. This is you looking at different things that you were wanting to do in your career and looking at, okay, if I were to actually go ahead and get into real estate, where would I start? Where do I do this? Where do I do that? This is like gathering resources to go ahead and make some sort of transition into a different job. For some of you, there may be something that you wanted to do when you were younger, or this is something that was an idea for you, like in the past a year or so, and you may have had a difficulty actually pursuing it because of, stuff that's going on in the world right now. But yeah, this is you guys becoming really, really, like I said, resourceful in terms of you getting on top of your stuff. Okay. Some of you guys, in some sort of way, you may go into business with a spouse as well. I see that for some of you. Now, when it comes to finances, again, I see you guys getting on top of that or getting control over your finances. So if you are having some sort of financial issues, I see you getting real diligent in terms of correcting that in the month of March. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue. So let's look at some spiritual guidance for you guys. So what is the spiritual guidance for my Libras that they need to hear for March 2021? And this deck is huge. Okay, so we're going to look at each and every one of them. So the first card we're going to discuss, we have the Whale and the Orca Elders, and it says, share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. So the first thing I want to discuss, in the month of March, some of you guys may be getting into like using sound bowls. I have a sound bowl right there. So some of you may be getting into using sound bowls, or some of you are actually into music, like the music industry, or wanting to do music one day, and this is you looking at the frequency of sound. Or for a lot of you, the frequency of sound is going to be very important in terms of like some of you getting into guided meditations and the music helping you meditate better. Or for some of you, you may be somebody who uses music as a form of healing. So whenever you're down, you listen to, sad songs that make you not necessarily feel better, but get it out, like vent. So this is you using the frequency of sound in different ways. And for some of you, if you don't understand the power of frequency of sound, then you missing out. Okay. What I would suggest, definitely create different playlists for different moods. For some of you. So this is creating a playlist for morning affirmations or morning pick-me-ups when you wake up and you're like, dang, I don't know if I'm gonna have a good day today, or a playlist for, manifesting money. But this is you guys tapping into the frequency of sound. Okay. And then the other card that we have here, we have the Courageous Peony. And it says, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. And another message from your spirit guides in the month of March, they want you to make yourself more noticeable. Put yourself out there, different aspects of yourself. If you're trying to do something where you have a career in the public eye, or a career where you're doing something where you can help people, you need to make yourself more visible. You need to put yourself out there more. And even if that's not necessarily the career you want to go into, you guys have a unique nature, unique gifts that you guys need to push yourself to put out there, because they could help someone around you or inspire. Okay. A lot of the things that we're gifted is gifts, whether that's singing, being able to, sew, paint, whatever. Those are basically gifts that the universe has given us to express different aspects of the universe's potential, almost. Okay. And then the last card we have for the spiritual guidance, it says, fill your well up, or fill up your well. And it says, retreat, rest, and refuel. And with this card, there's a big emphasis on you guys taking a moment to rest. Take some time to refuel in the month of March. Even if it is for like 3 days, this is going to help you have clarity, be able to make better decisions in terms of ideas that you may have. This is going to help you. So don't be afraid in the month of March to take a small break, okay? Now, let's go ahead and look at your love life, the most anticipated topic. Alrighty, so what's the energy surrounding my Libra's love life for March 2021? Okay, so the cards we have here, we have forgiving and learning, reconciliation. We have passion and give your relationship a chance in reverse. And then last card, we have engagement. Okay. So with this energy, so for my single Libras, I see you guys being in the process of releasing a lot of old energy. This is you finally being in a place to where you can forgive the interaction you may have had with someone, not in the sense where you want to get back with him for him or her. For some of you, that may be actually the case, but for others of you, it's not only centered around, okay, I forgive you because I want to get back with you. It's more of a forgiving the experience because you understand the bigger picture in terms of why you had to go through that experience. And this is you learning from it and being able to move forward. For my single Libras, you may possibly even get back with an ex, because we do have that reconciliation energy, or getting back with somebody who, not an ex necessarily, but somebody who you may have had like more of a casual relationship with, but you could be noticing that the passion isn't as passionate for some reason. Okay. And this could be due to the fact that this person stopped really trying as hard to make this connection work. They may be putting it in their heads that there's nothing that they can really do. Okay. But strangely enough, I see towards the end of the month of March, though, you and this person may be taking things to the next level. This is like after having a rough patch of seemingly like this person not wanting to try to work on things. And then for my people who are in a relationship or married or in a serious commitment, I see you guys working on fixing the bond, especially if you guys stop talking for a second, or even in the month of March, if you guys do stop talking to each other, you guys will reconcile shortly after. But there is going to be an emphasis on you guys needing to get the passion or the connection back to the state that it needs to be in. Okay. But I see more close to the end of the month of March where things start to be better or things start to evolve. Okay. love life. March 2021. Yeah, I see that there's going to be emphasis on you guys focusing on getting to a happier place in the relationship, especially if you guys do have children. I see you guys working on also using your intuition more, because if this person is someone who you don't really trust like that, or if you have trust issues, this is you trying to make sure you're making smarter decisions. But definitely an emphasis on your relationship being a main focus, especially if you guys have children with this person and this is like a marriage with children. This is you guys trying to figure out how you guys can come to some sort of turning point. But this is what I see. I hope I put things in perspective for you. If you did enjoy, make sure you thumbs this video up and subscribe. Check out the description box if you would like a personal. And I will see each and every one of you in the next one. Bye, Libras.